So having a woodland's really important to me. It's something I've dreamed about since I was a small boy. My woodland's in the northeast of England, in the heart of Northumberland. There's a really good mix of trees: oak, ash, birch and hazel. Trees are important to me as a woodworker and furniture maker. It's about getting to know my materials more intimately, I guess, about how trees grow and why they grow, and learning about the properties that they possess. This then informs my practice. Ancient woodlands are really special. For a woodland to be ancient, it needs to be more than 500 years old. We can't really tell very easily how old woodlands are because maps 500 years ago weren't that great. So what we can do is look at the flora and fauna on the woodland floor. There are particular species which indicate if a woodland has been there for a long time, because they're species which take a long time to establish and will only grow in certain conditions. There are certain kinds of ancient woodland indicator species that we have here, things like bluebells, wood anemones, celandine, pignuts, all sorts, to be honest, and there's a huge amount of them here, so it probably is ancient woodland. I say probably because we can never be sure. There's massive benefits to being outside, particularly amongst trees. In Japan, they prescribe forest medicine because it's proven to reduce stress levels, lower blood pressure, boost your immune system, just because of the chemicals that the trees and plants emit. It's important to manage woodlands to help them thrive and survive. Sometimes we have to cut trees down and thin them out to get the light to the woodland floor. It's here that all sorts of wonderful flora and fauna grow, which is great for these insects and birds and fantastic for biodiversity. So we're facing a climate crisis, and every little thing that each of us can do will make a difference. Trees are one of the main ways that we can reduce the damage that's happening right now, and having a chance to kind of nurture those trees and feel like I'm doing my bit is really important. So my business is carbon neutral. I do everything that I can to ensure that reduce the amount of carbon that goes into making a piece, but also the idea that because trees absorb carbon dioxide, they kind of lock that carbon inside the trees as they're growing. And if I can then take those trees and those pieces of wood and make something beautiful out of them, something that will be looked after and cherished and kept for generations, it means that carbon will stay locked inside those things and it'll never be released. We never have the land, we just borrow it from future generations and look after it and nurture it for them to enjoy too. It's really special to be a guardian to a piece of woodland and look after it whilst it's in my hands.